gets me every time.
Hey everyone, David from Statfreaks, and welcome to another episode of Insights. Today we're going to explore a new Excel race card template we're launching. To access this file, you'll need to have a VIP subscription, and it'll be available for download through the members section of the website. This is a quick display of one I've already prepared. It allows you to load in the data and then break it up race by race, and then do some things like sorting, sort of creating your own prices, and typing in a market price, some adjustments which we'll run through, and it documents everything for you at the end of the day. So it's a handy little tool, and it's a good time saver. Had a few of our internal team test it out and provided feedback for it and improve it, so thank you. Once we put up the instructions of where to download this for VIP members, you simply download a template file which you can save to your PC and use it going forward. It comes in the format of a Excel macro file, so I'll start from scratch and load it up to explain each step of how to load the data. So you basically download the template to your PC, and this is the horse racing one. It's SFHR race card template. Now we're on version 1, so it's the very first release of this. There will be a few limitations which we plan to improve, but when it first loads up, it'll ask you for a password. Now this will also be available in the members VIP area. Type in the password and it'll load up an empty template. You need to have Microsoft Excel installed and Office Excel 2010 or later. And once it loads up, simply click enable. It's a macro file, so you need to enable it because it's got some automatic functions. If you're a VIP member and you need support and something's not working, just click this button here or contact us via the chat form. And if you're looking for external training and support, you can use our consulting partner VIT Solutions. And we've got the minimum requirements here, which is Microsoft Windows 7 or newer, or Excel and Excel 2010 or newer installed. When you first load up a template, it has nothing in it. It's just got a control sheet and a data tab. What you need to do is you need to go to your members area and download one of these CSV files. Currently it doesn't support the all day one. You have to choose a meeting. And once you've downloaded that information, so I've got here Pakenham from June, which I prepared the sample for. So you basically copy all of this information here, and the best way to do it is on your keyboard, just press Control A, and that selects everything, or just clicking that arrow up the top and click copy, and then head over to the template, and in the data tab click on the date and just press paste. Once a data tab's populated, head over to the control tab and then click here to update all race sheets, and she's given you a warning. Anything that you've put in any other sheets, it'll override it. So we just say yes, we are sure, and a few little magic windows flash and all that kind of stuff, and race sheets are ready. So as you can see down the bottom, now I've got each race prepared with the SFR rating there, and it's all quickly prepared up for me to work with. Now, one of these settings I do have here is the zoom setting. So I've got a fairly big monitor. If your monitor's smaller and you're working on a laptop, or you find that the zoom is too big, so down here it's 90. If you set this to just say 80 when you first run it, so I've set it to 80 and I'll click run again, it'll go through and now it's resized everything to 80, so slightly smaller. And I'll just do that again if I set it, for example, just something extreme. It'll make it really small. So you just need to find the right setting that your computer screen has, and then it'll reset it. So 90 works for me quite well. So the first thing to keep in mind when working with this race sheet is that once you prep it up, let's say you prep it up on a Friday and you go through and put in all your race notes here, like this race, etc. You need to keep in mind, once you start working on the template, so if you start rating the runners yourself in here, you don't want to go back and click the update race sheets because it'll overwrite everything. So you can only really do it once. That's one of the limitations in this early version. So keep that in mind. If you need to remove horses and delete horses, the best way to do it is pretty much highlight the line up to P and just press delete. And if that horse is scratched, go through and press delete to do that. So that is the best way to do it at the moment. There are, on Saturday mornings, the SFR might be slightly different because of the scratchings. That's one of the limitations we have at the moment. We'll work out a way to get that in the next few versions, but for now, if you create a template on Friday, it's best to keep that Friday template as is and manually go through and adjust a few things and fine tune it. What we'll do is I'll switch over to one that I've populated earlier, so I'll just load that up. Just bear with me. Close that data file tab and I'll close that template. So here's Pakenham, which I loaded up. So you can sort by the number of the horse, which is there. You can sort by this is easy to do if you're putting in market prices. So if you sort by number and then your whatever bookmaker you work with, you can go through and then in tab order number just punch in the prices down here. I've already populated stuff manually and it's popped them down there. Once you're done, you can then organize it by the SFR. You can change a few things, so if you think this horse is slightly stronger, you can pop that there. If you think maybe this horse is different, you can sort it, and as you go sorting through here, just keep in mind it sorts off this rank column here. So if you think this is 4 and this is 5, just change them around and it'll re-rank those runners. You got your runners in the race, you got field quality, and this is all stuff in the data file. Data quality 83, so we've got 2 runners missing. The predicted tempo, you do have some comments here. Now you can use these for your own commentary, or you can delete things, or you can say strong, ones that you like. You can use that for your additional commentary, and you can put some race notes down here as well. We've got an area created for that. And then basically what you want to do is you want to go through and price everything here accordingly. This was race 1, which there was 2 horses missing, so I generally don't, for me, I'd exclude that race just because of the data. I think with race 2 there was a runner missing, so yep. So race 3, the way it works is if you change a price here, like whatever price you enter, so if I put in $4 there, this value here is the market percentage of your market. So at the moment, adding all these together, it's totaling to 95%. So I put it back, I try and get to around 100%, and then these are all the prices from the available on the market, and I see once I've punched them all in here, so the orange squares is where you can punch things in, it comes out to 120, and then this cell here, variance, does a comparison. So this is what I've rated it, this is what the market's got it available, and that's the difference, $4.07. So once you do that for each runner, you can see that it highlights. So as you're going down, so I'll just delete a few just to show you. You can see the market changes there, and as they go back in, you can see just keep going into 101. Now this column here, you can adjust this value and it'll shift a few things around. So if you lower it, it'll lower the percentage here, and if you increase it, it'll increase the percentage. Now the reason why we have that is at the moment we're building another function which will possibly adjust the staking unit, the recommended staking unit. So that's there, it's not ready just yet, but say if you do want to understand what that is, at the moment it's for a future feature, and the intention is it'll allow you to adjust the the market of your market, that will adjust the percentage there as well, and then we'll have a price that will work off the percentage, which will be slightly different. So it's sort of like shifting your internal market and shifting the percentages of the available market, just to do some fine tuning. You then have a section where you can enter how much you're betting. So for this race, put on $10, and then this is pretty much a one if it wins, and if it doesn't win. So we're only focusing on win bets at the moment. You can put in all the place prices as well if you're a place better, but that's basically how it's working. TINV is total invested, and that's the profit and loss there, which is return minus the amount that you've invested. So for this year it was $72.27 or whatever it was, and then minus the $10 came to 62. So that's how that's worked out. So you can have multiple bets in a race, and it will change. The profit and loss will change. So you can put in different amounts, and you can see it calculates for you. And so what I did for this sample, in each race I just went through and select our top rated runner for each race where the variance was green. And when I say top rated, I mean the top rated runner, but where the first variance was green. And I'll explain that further in a second. The other functions down here is a sort, so you can sort by your rating and then sort by the market price as well. So who's the favorite, and that'll just resort all that. So moving across, you can see each race there. So now I'm on race 2. The top rated runner here was $2.50. There was $2.20 available in the market. I didn't see an edge, so didn't do it. So the next positive down was this one, $2.50. So these ones were basically identical the way I saw it, and then there was a slight edge available, so we went with that one. Going through again, this was we rated at $2.50. It was $3.26. That one didn't work, and that one there, nope. And yep, for that one, so that was a $2 runner, and then that one didn't. So it's going through each race. You can see it's quite simple, a real easy process to sort of go through and prepare. It can be done in a few seconds, and then at the end of the day, when you go back to the control tab, it'll have a profit and loss calculation for each race all the way up. It supports up to 12 races per meeting, and as I said, yeah, it's the very first release, so happy for feedback to be provided directly via the contact form or the chat form, because we hope to improve this a lot further based on the feedback, so don't be shy. And yeah, so that's in a nutshell the race card template that we're launching for VIP members, which will be available to download via the membership area. We've got the video for the Greyhound one available as well, so check out that one, which pretty much works exactly the same, plus a few different layout settings and things like that to support the Greyhound runners. So thanks, hope you enjoyed this episode of this race card template launch, and there'll be a lot more to come. And thanks again for the support and feedback many of our members are providing. It's really helping, and stay safe. We're in a COVID period, so this recording's maybe historical because it is recorded during the COVID period in lockdown, and it's yes, I hope everyone's keeping safe and well, and hopefully this little tool provides some fun to sort of pass the time while a lot of us are at home doing our best. So take care, and thank you.